Hi, I'm Sia, and I want to thank Romeo and the Saturday Night Online crew for having me on. Okay, I am going to start answering questions. Okay, let me give you one more of those. Hi, I'm Sia. uh, thanks, Romeo and the Saturday Night Line. Oops. Thanks, Romeo and the Saturday Night Online crew for having me on. Okay. Hi, I'm Sia. I want to thank Romeo and the Saturday Night Online crew for having me on. Okay, I'm going to start answering questions. Okay, so, let's see. Okay, Jillian from Miami wants to know how I came up with the music video concepts for Chandelier and Elastic Heart. I guess they kind of evolved, really. Like, I had wanted to work with Maddie I had seen her on Dance Mums, and I knew that I wanted to work with her at some point. I knew I wanted to work with Ryan Heffington, the choreographer. I'd seen one of his performances, and I knew I wanted to work with Daniel again, who I had co-directed the Breathe Me video with 10 years earlier, maybe 11. And so I pulled us all together, and all I knew is that I wanted it to look like she was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. And I knew what I wanted the sets to look like. First, they were based on the album artwork, which I had taken around a friend's house. I had taken all of the photographs for the album artwork. So I wanted to sort of keep it in line with that. And then Daniel brought the art of somebody else. And I was really impressed with his art. And so I showed that to the producer, and they went on their way looking for locations. And when we found the location that we shot the video in, I knew it was the one. It was the first one we went to, and I canceled the rest of the scout because we knew it was perfect. So, it was very loose. It really was a loose treatment, a loose concept. Elastic Heart, I wanted to have two self states, kind of at war. And I knew that I wanted to put like men in the blonde bob, and also children and animals, and I wanted everyone to be able to wear the blonde bob and be Sia the pop star, But when I finally got to the day of the shoot, there had been so many parodies of Chandelier and dudes in blonde bobs that I was reticent to put Shia in the blonde bob because I didn't want it to lose its edge. And he's such a profound actor, and so I wanted to make sure that it was still meaningful. So the concept was just literally it's nothing new, two warring self states in the, stuck in a cage, the cage of the mind. So, going through stuff. And I really just wanted to make sure that Maddie remained empowered throughout it, and that, it was an emotional performance. But again, it was a very loose structure on my part, and we used exactly the same team, plus Shia. It was an excellent day. All right, so Jamal from Toronto wants to know, what do you like to do in your spare time? Well, Jamal, my main favourite thing to do is lie in bed with the dogs and the hubs and watch television. That's my favourite thing to do in the whole entire universe. And my next favourite thing is probably to hang around with my friends and just sit around and, drink cups of tea and stuff like that, chatting. Really, those are the things I love more than anything else. If I could do those things all the time, I would. But I think without being a little bit creative, I'd probably go crazy. Okay. We've got question number 3 from Chandler from Wilma. Do I ever plan on touring for the 1,000 Forms of Fear album? I don't. I would like to, because I would like to give the fans what they want, but I also know that the toll it takes on my serenity and on my personal life, and it is really tough touring. It's very lonely and discombobulating, and you know, you're in a different place every day and you never get to settle. And, you know, sure, now, you know, I'm at a point where I'm successful enough to be able to do it comfortably, or take the dogs and take the hubs and maybe even take some friends. But it's still very disruptive in terms of just trying to lead a regular life on the side, you know? So it's more important to me to lead a regular life on the side. And I'd like to do maybe 1 or 2 shows here or there at some point. You know, that's my fantasy, is that I might do a few shows in maybe some of the major cities around the world, and make sure that, you know, they're affordable so everybody can come. Lucia from Rio Cuarta, I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced, asked, I've noticed Maddie and her hands painted pink in the chandelier video and in live performances. What does it represent? Nothing really. It was just that when I looked at the composition of the shot and her in the shot of the videos, it occurred to me that she was very muted because she's all sort of one color. And I thought that it might be just nice visually for us to put a little of that bright pink paint on her hands and on her feet, so that when she was moving, doing her dancing, your eye was drawn to that. And really, it was as simple as that. I thought it would look beautiful.